Hey everybody, Justin Cener here. This video is going to be super powerful to you. I'm literally going to simplify the entire Shopify print-on-demand business in one image. In one slide, you're going to see the entire business. You're going to understand exactly how you're going to make money, exactly how you're not going to make money, exactly how you're going to scale, and really turn this into a huge money-making opportunity for you. And this is going to work for dropshipping too. Really, any e-commerce model can follow the exact step. I'm just going to show you a little flow chart. It's going to make you think that this business is actually too simple, but it really is directly that straightforward. I'm not going to say it's easy, but it is very clear. The steps are simple. Anyone can implement them, and you're going to see just how simple this business is. And first, let me tell you real quick what exactly is print on demand with Shopify, and I'm going to illustrate it with these three icons. Basically, it's where you take a graphic design file, not even a product, just a file, let's say a little design for a t-shirt, and you turn that into a mock-up of a t-shirt, literally just a graphic representation of what that t-shirt would look like, and then you put that on your store. T-shirt doesn't exist anywhere, but people can purchase that product, right? It's just like any other product on your store, which means you could turn a little graphic design file on your computer into cold hard cash. This is how you're going to be able to sell millions of dollars of product without ever spending $1 on inventory. You'll never have this shirt. In fact, this is the power of print on demand. You get to sell 300 different products that are only produced when ordered, right? That's the print on demand part, right? When are they printed? Well, when they're demanded. When are they demanded? When they're ordered. And what happens when an order what happens when an order takes place on your store? Well, you get paid. So that means this is a cash flow positive business. You're going to be making money on products that you'll never even touch, that you'll never spend a single dollar up front on, and that's why this is by far the best business opportunity of the year. Nothing even comes close, right? And when you keep things simple, magic happens. And 6 and 7 figure businesses, 6 and 7 figure Shopify stores have been built off of this incredibly ugly, super basic, but incredibly powerful flowchart. And I know how ugly it is. I don't care. It took me just a couple of seconds to draw this up, but the power is in the actual steps. And I'm going to walk you through this. But this is the actual complete steps, the complete process of how you would have a successful Shopify store. And it doesn't matter what niche. It doesn't matter if you're doing print on demand. It doesn't matter if you're doing drop shipping. It doesn't matter even if you're doing your own product. If you're going to follow this model, you could have success. And this is incredibly simple. How many steps are on here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 steps on here. And a couple of them are like, yes or no things. So really only 5 different things that you need to take into consideration to potentially build a 6 or 7 figure Shopify store. So let's run through these right now. We'll just go from top to bottom. And obviously these go in order, right? So product research, right? Let's say you're doing print on demand. You need to go and find some good designs and of course find a graphic designer to be able to go ahead and create those products. So very easy, right? You just need to think of ideas. And anyone who's doing print on demand, you should have like a Google Doc or a Google spreadsheet of like 5,000 ideas, right? And every single day you should add 50 more. And this is going to allow you to have a nonstop flow of products. That's one of the best parts about print on demand. Because there's no inventory required, you could launch a new product every day. Or really what you should do is launch multiple products every single day, because the only risk that you have is actually just going ahead and running the ads. So product research should be an easy thing for you. Or like I said, you should have 100, 1,000, 5,000 product ideas ready to go at any time, because with print on demand, all you need to do is take that graphic design, upload it into print on demand, and you have a sellable product even though you've never touched it. So I'll talk also briefly for each step for dropshipping as well. This would be the idea of finding a good dropship product, whether it's AliExpress or Etsy or another dropship site. You would research that research that product. And of course, at the end of this step, you'd be able to move to the next step where you actually have a product, right? So you do your product research. You get your designs, you then turn that into a purchasable product. So with print on demand, going back to this step over here, right, we have our design from our designer. We now need to turn that into a product on our store, and we do that through print on demand, right? Gear launches, the print on demand that I highly recommend. So now that we have a product in our store, whether it's print on demand or drop shipping, right, now we need to see if it's going to work, right? We're not adding products in our store just to have a huge product library, right? It's nice to have a huge product library. It's even nicer to make sales, right? So we need to see the product that we're adding, is it successful, right? Is it going to make us money? The only way we're going to test that out, through paid traffic, okay? I think, if you're expecting this business to run without doing any type of paid ads, it's not going to work, right? You need to have paid ads to make this business work. You need people to see your product, right? People are just not going to magically appear on your site. So you need to drive traffic. And of course, we're talking about Facebook ads. So you got your product research, you got your product. Now all you need to do, run a $5 a day ad, right? We're not talking about massive amounts of money. You're not signing a contract with Mark Zuckerberg saying you're going to spend $1 million over the next couple months. We're talking about $5 a day. That's like the cost, probably less than the cost of a Starbucks coffee. So $5 a day for your ads. I got plenty of training on how to do ads. Take a look at my YouTube channel and my Facebook group. $5 a day, 5 days, that's going to put you down $25 on ad testing. Okay, $25 is all it takes to do ad testing. And why is that? Because you're going to be able to just look at the ads and understand if it's working, right? So once you run your $5 a day ad, we'll move to the next step. Okay, you ask yourself a question. Is this ad profitable? Right? And that's just basically looking at the ad and saying, did I make more money in profit than I spent on the ad? Am I profitable? Well, if you are, then you're going to scale it, right? When you have something that works, Scaling 101 says, show it to more similar people. So if you spent $25 on this ad and it works, you're making money, great. Now you want to show it to more people. And let's say, for example, you're selling a cat product. Well, there are 35 million people every single month on Facebook that are into cats. So when you talk about Scaling 101, showing it to more similar people, you have 35 million more people to immediately show that product to. So that's why there's huge upside. That's why you could turn this ugly graphic right here into a 6 or 7 figure Shopify business because of the upside there. Taking a look, on this step over here, only $5 a day of risk to basically answer this question: does the product work? Is it profitable? Yes, scale it. If not, we're going to go ahead and read the ad data, right? We're not just going to immediately eliminate the ad. We're going to say, okay, do we have good ad stats? Okay, so you actually look at your ad stats, say, did a lot of people click on it? Do I have a high click-through rate? Do I have a low CPM, right? Maybe did I make a sale, but I'm not profitable, right? You want to look at all those ad stats. And understanding how to read ad data, one of the most important skills that you can develop in this business. And why is that? Well, because I've mastered how to read ad data, I know exactly what an ad is telling me. I only need to spend $5 a day to understand if it works, right? Other people say $25, $50, $100 a day. I would never do that. $5 a day, I could read exactly what's going on because I'm very good at reading ad data, and you can get good at that as well. You just have to experiment. You have to look at the data. You have to understand the correlations that are coming out of that. For example, if you have a high click-through rate, it's probably because you have a product that has some nice demand. If you have a low click-through rate, people probably don't care about the product, right? So you read the ad data. If you have good stats, you're going to say, okay, it looks like there's some promise here. I'm going to try one more test. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and start back over here. I'm going to run another $5 a day ad for 25 bucks, and I'm going to go back and see, can I make this profitable? Now, let's say you have terrible ad stats, right? And this works very well, especially if you're using my ad targeting strategy, where you really have high level of confidence in each targeting group. If you have bad stats, save your money. Turn off the product. Don't test it again. Okay, go on to the next product. Move on to the next product, which would be super simple in print on demand or dropshipping because you have no inventory tied to that product. So you want to ditch the product and move on. Feel free to keep the product in the store, especially if you're running a niche store. Maybe people will buy it when they kind of browse through your store, but I don't want you to spend another penny on the ad. If the stats are terrible and you have good targeting, nothing's going to change if you switch up the targeting. Okay, so keep it very simple, right? And what do you do after this, right? We talked about product research, adding a product to store, running your ads, seeing if it's scalable or not, reading the ad data to continue, and what do you do next? Rinse and repeat, right? That's it, right? This is the entire business in 7 ugly blue boxes that I made in Photoshop, right? This is the entire business that you see. You just rinse and repeat, right? Run through all these steps, do it again, right? You have 10 products, do this 10 times, rinse and repeat 10 more times, do it every single day, every single week. This is exactly how you'll make money in this business. There's nothing missing here, right? You need products, you research them. You add products to the store so people can buy them. You need people to buy them, you send traffic to the store. You want to see if the traffic is working, you spend $25 and see if it's profitable. If you're not profitable, you see if you're at least kind of on the right track with some good ad stats. If you are, you try it again. If not, you move on to the next product, rinse and repeat. Okay, a big thing that I want to tell you about in terms of a risk in doing this model. Okay, when you get to this point right here, right? If you don't have good ad stats, you got to throw the product away. Don't ever get attached to a product. I don't care if you think it's the coolest product. I don't care if someone else sold 100 copies of them. I don't care if you think it's the best design ever and your mom printed it out and put it on her fridge with a magnet. It doesn't matter, right? If you're not getting good ad stats in this part right here, you're going to throw the product away. Okay, and you're going to do it without any fear at all because the product costs you $0 in inventory. It's not like you're wasting 30 t-shirts in a garage somewhere or you have to print out 1,000 for a minimum order quantity. No, there's no inventory at any time. So all you need to do is just move from product to product until you find that winner. And we're only investing $25 a time. All right, so you have zero excuse why you can't be into this business, why you can't be launching multiple products a week. And another big thing I want to talk about, don't just launch one product and if you don't make money, say the business sucks, right? You got to launch product after product. I see so many people that just give up after 1 or 2 tries, right? I mean, if every product you launched was a winner, then we'd all be trillionaires, right? It's not going to happen, right? You're going to find a lot of them where you get into this bucket and that's okay. You've only invested $25. Move on to the next product until you find that one that you can scale. And I promise you, when you find a big scalable winner, it's going to make up for hundreds, if not thousands of dollars in ad testing just by finding that winner. So go ahead and implement all these steps. Incredibly simple, incredibly straightforward. Again, I'm not going to say the business is easy, but the steps are super, super simplistic. All you need to do, follow them, get into a nice testing procedure, follow a nice schedule, and I really hope this video helps you make some money.